4 or 5 kids by 4 or 5 different women. WWJD. What would Jesus do?
Now I hear you, but I don't quite understand it yet.
Yeah, but you're being deceived. You've been deceived. The majority of people being deceived.
We were working to pay bills.
When someone has been programmed and indoctrinated, when you present them with the truth, they defend the lie.
I learned so much. I learned so much from this man living in Queens, New York.
Yo, he put a lot of pressure on you. He really hyped you up now.
Listen. He gonna back up everything I say. Trust me. You just sit back and listen.
Yo, you hear me?
I can hear you.
It's
Fred, you can hear him?
Yeah. It's Cohen.
Hold on, where did this guy go? We got to get him back.
You're Russ.
I'm here.
Okay. All right.
Russ.
Yeah, I can hear you. Turn it up some. You can turn the volume up a little bit. I can hear you, but you're a little low.
You hear me now?
I can hear you.
You
can hear him, Fred?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, I had to turn my phone up. I can hear you.
Yo, it's Cohen.
I'm saying calm, Malik. Calm. Okay.
Cohen.
Cohen.
I changed my name, right?
Yes.
Because let me tell you why.
Okay.
Let's get this on a record, right?
Okay.
So I follow the scriptures.
Okay.
Right? I'm not religious. The word religion means to bind, to control, right?
Yes.
So I don't follow religion. So the scriptures are written in stone. A lot of it is written in stone all over the world, right? So,
okay.
So the Bible is astrology, is metaphysics, is law, land, air, and water. You got that?
Got it.
Land, air, and water. Law, right? And it's numbers. So basically, like Jacob changed his name when he got knowledge of self, realized that he's God, right? So he asked the creator, the universe, I want to change my name to Israel, right?
Okay.
There's 7 levels of man. 7 levels of man, right? The bottom level is the beast. The guy who is an addict, don't take care of his seeds, in and out of jail, womanizing, the worst piece of shit in the world, right? That's a beast. The top level is God. Alihim. That's what we are, right? Alihim is plural, right? It's all through the Bible that telling us that we are God. The difference between that is discipline. Being able to discipline. You're a very disciplined man. I appreciate you. So to be able at 6 years old to change my name and not respond to the last name I know, that takes a lot of discipline, right?
Yeah, of course.
So that's one of the ultimate disciplines. And the other thing too, there are a lot of things that we were given without our knowledge, right? I was given the name Lewis Nelson, right? So you have to become who you are, what you want, your desire in life. So when I did the research on my name, Louis comes from Louis XIV, a French king, right?
Okay.
So now what happened is Queen is spelled Quean. Google that when you get a chance, right?
Quean.
A-N, yes.
Okay.
Most queens were men, just like most actresses are men. Just like first ladies are men. First ladies, laddies, Laddies. Google that as well, right? So what does that make a king? Pause. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't want to be associated with that. So So
you're a queen.
No, I'm not. So I'm Chev, definitely not. Pause. Right? No Diddy. So what happened is Europeans use the word king and queen. That's their thing right there, right? So Malik in Arabic means leader of the village. Leader of the village. And I want to be a leader. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
And then Cohen is preacher. And I'm from the island of Haiti, right?
Yes.
That's the 12 tribes of Israel. Levites were Haitians, and they're preachers. So that's why I changed my name to Cohen.
Okay.
The other thing as well, Nelson comes from a French admiral in the Navy that went around the Caribbean having babies with the natives.
Yeah.
Right? And he was against abolishing slavery. So I don't want to be associated with that. That's the main reason why I changed my name. So I chose a name that fit what I want to be.
Yeah.
I want to be a leader of my community with my knowledge. And I want to be a teacher to teach my brothers and sisters the truth. You know what I mean?
I get that. Yeah.
But what happens is we all know when a student is ready, the teacher will appear.
When the student is ready, the teacher will appear.
So
Yes, definitely.
there's a lot of things that I know.
You know,
and I had in the beginning stages of my awakening, so to speak, I ran around telling people this is a lie. They're fooling us. We being bamboozled.
Yeah.
And people start hating me. Right?
Yeah. I know you went through a lot of that, Lou.
People started saying this thing crazy.
And you know, Lou, a lot of things you told me 10, 20 years ago. You know, and I just thought to understand where you were coming from maybe 3, 4 years ago. I'm keeping it real. That's why it was so funny the other day when you was like, oh, you were listening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like you say, when the student is ready,
yes,
the teacher will appear. So like some of the stuff you're talking about right now, I hear you, but I don't quite understand it yet. But that don't mean, you know, I like to listen because like you say, when I'm ready to receive it,
yes,
I'll accept it. So I'm telling you thank you right now. Before I even understand it, I'm telling you thank you because it might be 10 years from now, but I know it's going to be that day I'm going to come back and say, man, Lou, my man.
And you've done that.
I've done that's my point.
Yeah, and I appreciate that.
I always do that because I keep it real. Even if I'm not the type of guy to sit back and say, you know, I'm going to act like what he said didn't make sense just on the strength of me being right. I don't give a fuck about being right. The truth is the truth.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Sometimes the truth hurt.
Yes, absolutely.
And you don't want to, we don't want to accept it.
It'll whip your ass all the time.
It'll whip your ass.
A man speak truth. A man speak truth have very little friends.
That's the fucking truth, man.
You know what I mean? And you know my circle.
Yes, I get it.
I'm a loner. I'm a loner.
Yeah, and I understand. I totally understand.
I move in silence. You know that.
Yes.
I come and go, and I don't stop.
Exactly. Because today's topic, is are there distractions? Are we being distracted with entertainment and sports?
Correct. We are.
And you know, I want to hear your insight on that.
Okay.
Because Lou, it is playoff time right now in the NFL. So, you know, you're gonna get a lot of angry people in this group right here. You know what I mean? Because it is playoff time and we're excited about watching these teams play.
Correct. I agree.
And you know we're excited. So, but I still, with open ears, I want to hear what you got to say, my brother, because you always give us the real knowledge. So, Fred, you was about to say something?
Yeah. Before Malik, you good with you know, we have guests coming come through, you know, and listening. You good with answering some questions if they drop some questions in here, right? Just want to.
Absolutely.
All right, cool. I just want to know that. Yup. All right, yeah. Let's roll.
So what happened is it started Caesar. You know, the Bible tells you, render to Caesar what is Caesar's, render to God what is God's, right?
Yes.
So in order for them, Caesar, not for us to realize God's, not to realize what Caesar's doing, Caesar said, you know what? Let's give them the gladiators. Let's get them entertained. Let's get gladiators to come to kill each other, to entertain them. The word entertain itself means keep from thinking. Entertain. You tamed. You can't think. It's the same way as amuse. Amuse means muse, M-U-S-E, means to be inspired, right? It means to motivate. It means to start thinking. Amuse means to stop. That's why they have amusement parks. When you go to an amusement park, you're not thinking. You're having fun. It's the same thing. It's the same thing as entertainment. When you be entertained, you're not thinking.
Yo, real shit.
You stuck. You stuck on stupid.
Yup.
You know, you stuck on seeing the ball go back and forth. Right? So the other thing nowadays, majority of athletes, right? 90% of them are black, right?
Yes.
Right. 90% of them, 85% of the black ones have no father. Do your research. They have no father. They come from single mother homes, right?
Okay.
So the father they know is a coach. So they in pee-wees, they go up to junior high school, they go to high school, they go to college, and go to pros, right? And the mentor, their father figure is a coach. And then it becomes the owner of the team, right? So what happens is they've been programmed to listen to the coach. So the whole system is set up, and it's also like a plantation because they go through the whole system, and the owners is not us, right? None of us own the team.
No.
We might have 10%, 20%, 30%, but the bulk of the ownership is not us.
That's fact.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you got a player making $5-10 million a year, you're an actor. You're just acting. So
Yeah.
in today, even you can watch now that a lot of the games are rigged.
Yeah.
It's common sense.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
But
Because
some, but
I
some.
agree with that. Like the one last night, with the Pittsburgh Steelers. You know,
That shit wasn't rigged. They just got their ass
obviously
beat.
rigged.
But look,
Every
okay,
single
but
one.
some may say, well, okay, what's the problem with that? Everybody's got to make their living somehow. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, but
I mean, what do you say to that? I mean, you got people that are welders, you got people that are engineers, you got people that are football players.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you're being deceived. Majority of people being deceived. You know what I mean? Is fact. And then
Who are you saying being deceived? You saying the audience, the people that's watching?
majority of the audience is being deceived. You see
So
what I'm saying? And not only that, the my biggest concern is that for each pro player, there's 300,000-400,000 kids who inspired to be a pro and went through the whole process, and now their lives are like in the dust because they ain't become a pro. They're alcoholics, they're dropouts, they're not doing anything. Whereas if they were to focus on a career in a trade, they would have some sort of backup. But majority of them don't have no backup. Majority wound up in jail, wound up on drugs, wound up having it's stats.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's like a whole generation that's lost, and it's based on sports.
Wow.
And it's a program is created to do that, because it's just like today's rappers. They rap about nothing. But how many kids do you know that's inspired to be rappers? Not going to school, not studying anything, but they want to be a rapper because these dumbass rappers are getting $3, $4, $5, $6, $10, $20, $30 million. It's the same thing with the sports.
And that's to sell bad product, because 95% of the music, maybe I'm going high on that, but I would say at least 90% of the music is about, gangs and being tough or womenizing, our women. It's not about positive stuff.
No, that's dead.
Yeah, and our kids, they look up to these guys because these guys have enough money to afford a lot of jewelry and fancy cars and nice clothes. So I kind of see where you're going with this
and
stuff.
The same thing with sports.
Yeah, the same thing with sports. You're right. They idolize these men.
It's the same thing with celebrities. They idolize them, but they're puppets. All of them are just puppets. All of them are playing a role. You know what I mean? That's why it's called a game. That's why it's called a game.
Wow. Yeah, you're right.
And then there's so much that we don't know, man. And if you don't take the time, the Bible tells you study to show yourself approved. The Bible tells you my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. If you don't take it upon yourself to study, to learn, you're fucked. You're fucked. I mean, and then, the biggest thing too is that it's business. Family's supposed to be about business. We're supposed to be creating our own jobs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But we stuck going to a 9 to 5. I never do nothing.
You never did it, man. You was always good with your hands. You learned a trade.
I learned a trade because
and you supported yourself off of that trade your whole life.
You want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
I became a carpenter.
You became what now?
Because he was a carpenter.
Okay, you went out for a sec.
I became a carpenter because Jesus was a carpenter.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I became an architect because Jesus was an architect.
Wow.
You see how this show came full circle.
Yeah.
Because now I know I am Jesus. You know what I mean? There's something they say. It says, what would Jesus do? Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you want to ask, what would Jesus do? What does that mean? That's what you're supposed to be doing. Right?
Yeah.
You come into a situation, you say, what would Jesus do? So you're supposed to be doing what Jesus would do. You know what I mean? Jesus is us in the flesh. He came down as man. And then God is us in the spirit. You see what I'm saying? So
yes.
Going not to get off topic, but going back to sports and entertainment is not the place to be. For me personally, you see what I'm saying? I've stopped watching sports a long time ago. I came over to your house,
yeah,
to hang out with you,
yeah,
see what you at. I ain't seen you in 5 years.
Yeah,
I'm back in Florida. I was in Florida for 5 years, taking care of my mother and father.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? And I came to picture a business.
Yeah,
that was my main concern, generating currency.
Of course.
You see what I'm saying? Because we're supposed to have 7 streams of income. It's in the Bible.
Yeah, yeah.
We're supposed to be living a life of luxury, bro.
Wow.
Because what happens is we have to show people what God is. God, we're supposed to have the best.
Thanks for the call.
Yeah, the big. I've had everything. I had the big houses. I had the nice cars, and I still ain't done. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, listen. I got a question though, Lou. When you say God, right? What God are you referring to?
Me, the universe.
Okay, because I want the people to understand where you're coming from, because you know the God that most of us worship, you never worship that God.
No.
So that's why I want you to make it clear on what God are you referring to when you use the word God.
The Bible tells you that you are God. Man has become one of us. Jesus says, in your laws, you are God. You see what I'm saying?
You know, you told me that when I first moved to New York. I remember you told me that.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, this motherfucker crazy.
That nigga crazy, right?
That nigga crazy. What the fuck is he talking about? You used to always say, Russ, you are God.
You
And
are.
I'm like, and then at first I asked you, what the hell are you talking about? And you say, he's in you.
It's in you, yeah.
And then that's when I kind of let it go, and I'm like, okay, I see what I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
He going a little deep. You years ahead sometimes, Lou, you know, and that's why I say I listen to you because of the fact that so many other things have came back later in life. So that's why I listen to you, even if I'm not catching it. Hopefully I catch it later. You know what I mean? Man, you speak a lot of knowledge, bro. You ain't that older than me. You know what I mean?
Because like, I'm not distracted. I'm not distracted by tell live vision. Tell live vision. Tell live vision.
You hear
tell
that
you
shit,
what
friend?
It is.
You hear that shit, friend?
What it is.
He break down every fucking word. Like words that we use every day, he break that shit down.
In the beginning was the word.
Vision.
In the beginning was the word. And the word was God, right? And in God. But God, the word God derives from the word, German word good, G-U-D-D. It means good. The word was good. But everything you think, everything you say, everything you do has to be good. Right?
Yes.
All has to be love. Right?
Yes.
Even hate. People love to hate, but it's love. It's love. First thing is love. So
wow.
And then the whole, they got us divided, right? Going into races, status, and things of that nature, so that we don't look at them, right?
Yeah.
So if we eliminate, there's so much, man. There's so much that we don't know. I could talk forever.
I know. Oh, trust me, I know, Lou. I already say I'm gonna have to cut Lou short because Lou got so much information, and once he get going, he don't want to stop. He gonna give it to you. Because a lot of time, most people don't even want to. They don't want to hear you.
No, they don't. They can't.
You know, and that's why. And that was one of the reasons why I wanted to get you on this platform, because I'm like, you know what? I think Lou will love to give out information to brothers that he care for. That's just Lou. Lou, very intelligent, loving person. You know what I mean? Like Lou, okay, you want it? I give it to you. That's why you warned me before you even got on. You like, listen, you sure you want me to come on?
Yo, I will say that one thing I will agree with is that like I do agree that entertainment, sports, and all that shit is distractions.
Okay.
Especially when you were trying to do some shit. Because you know, Russ, when I was trying to start the business back in 2021, I cut all of that shit, yo. Like,
yeah,
sports, and you remember for a while I wasn't watching.
You wasn't even watching.
Like, no, I was like, yo, that shit ain't doing me no good right now. Like, me sitting down for 3 hours and watching this shit, it ain't do. I could be doing shit that's more prosperous for me, and that's what I started doing. So for like a couple of years, I didn't touch any of that, and on the real, like my growth did this, my business did this, like everything went up. You know what I mean? Because of that simple thing of cutting out like entertainment like that, like sitting down watching sports and shit like that. But for each his own, like I've kind of eased back into it a little bit. Like it's kind of like a balance though. I don't really like care like I used to. And I know you know that, but there is something to that. I could definitely agree with that one. Yeah.
Well, listen, I'm all for the sports. I love I can't lie. I be dedicating my Sunday to football. Yes, I do. But I understand what you guys are saying. Time is money.
So Malik, I got a question for you. So you don't, if you don't watch football and any of that, so what do you do like for fun, entertainment, or whatever? You know, like is there something that you do?
Build a house.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I don't know, maybe the people on here and like, you
I
know, I know
read.
he ain't
I
like, I
love to
know he
read.
ain't like all work and
I love to
all
read.
growth.
That's a good question, though,
You
Fred.
I
That's a
know,
love,
good question.
I love to read, man. It used to be my punishment. Reading used to be my punishment,
yeah, for
and
me too. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
now, if I can't go a day without reading.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I could sit down and read for 5 hours straight,
You serious?
Yo,
nonstop. Yo, there's so many. Yo, you know what? It used to be my punishment, right?
yeah,
Then I heard, if you don't want a black man to know something, put it in a book. It's true.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
true.
That's
So
facts.
there's so much stuff. There's so much stuff that I've learned, man, just by reading books.
yo,
And then,
reading. Yeah,
what happens is, it's like a domino effect, right? You learn one thing,
yep,
it takes you to the next thing. It
yep,
takes you to the next thing. It takes you to the next thing. So by the time you know it, you 3 months, you 3 months deep into finding out one thing that you first found out. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Time flies, man. And the more knowledge we have, is the more tools we have to navigate this world.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
yep, yo, yeah,
They
yep,
tell you any like help, like any book you anything you want to find out, as far as if they tell you how to be a billionaire, one of the first things it says to read.
yeah.
To read.
Yo, he ain't lying. Reading changed my life, man.
I just
I ain't
I
gonna
just
lie.
I
It did something.
Damn, I hate I never read.
I rather sit I read on a Sunday. I rather sit around for 5 hours reading 2 or 3 books.
But
Yeah,
what about the
but
audiobooks? How's that?
I do a lot of stuff on YouTube. YouTube
yeah,
has a lot of stuff,
Okay.
yep.
and
Me,
like a lot of books that I've read, I go back and listen to them on YouTube. Like for instance,
I do the opposite because when I'm working out, I listen to a lot of it, and then I be like, yo, I got to get that book, and then I
yeah,
get it and start reading it. But yeah, man, yeah,
like
it's
there's a book called The Science of Getting Rich.
But what's the purpose? Ain't this the same thing? If you're reading it, you just reading what you already heard.
When you read something, you gotta read at least 5 times.
Oh shit.
I read books 5 times.
yo
I've read books 10 times.
It takes a
yo
while to register everything,
Because
right?
every time you read, you see something else, something new.
Yeah. Something
Yeah.
like this.
Like the greatest book, the book I love the most, Think and Grow Rich.
Think and Grow Rich.
I read
That's
that
my
book
favorite book,
about 100
man.
times.
I gotta
I
read that
gave
book.
away about 300 of those books. Gave them away.
That's
They're inexpensive. They're like
that's
$3 or $4.
that's
So
my favorite book.
for birthdays, for kids' birthdays, especially boys, I give it to them for their birthdays.
Think and Grow Rich.
Think and Grow
Yep.
Rich. I read that book about 20, 30 times, bro. I listen to it too. Because every time I read it, it's something else that I pick up.
Well,
You
I
know?
gotta grab the audio book.
Grab the audio, man.
Yeah,
Think and Grow Rich by
YouTube, on
Napoleon
YouTube.
Hill. Anybody
Okay.
listening out there, if you want to get into something that's going to teach you something, man. And this is the thing I think a lot of people get caught up in when it comes to reading. Like I remember people used to ask me, "Yo, when the last time you read a book?" Man, I was thinking about books like Old Yellow and fucking
Yeah.
and shit like that. I
You
never was thinking
you
about
was thinking about
something that.
entertainment books.
So, yeah, I was never thinking about something that's going to help me to grow.
Self-knowledge.
Yeah. And then the first book, and I think this is the first book that I read, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon. No, it was how to damn, it's another one. But anyway, I think that was the second book that I read. But that when people think about reading books, a lot of them think about books like that, like Harry Potter or Old Yeller and shit like that. when you think
Yeah,
when you start
entertainment.
reading, when you start reading books that's gonna help you, like self development books, man. That shit changes your life, yo. It does for real. So
Yo,
Russ,
there's
I
a
would
book.
advise you, man, get one of those books whenever you're working out, man. Just start listening to it.
Yeah,
There's a book.
Yeah.
Listen,
the audio.
there's an
Get the
audio.
audio. That's
There's an
how I
audio.
started.
There's an audio. It's called "The Science of Getting Rich."
I gotta get that one.
I suggest everyone is just like it's even better. It's even better than Napoleon Hill's Think and Go Rich. The Science of Getting Rich.
Ooh, shit. Lou,
Science
you know what?
Rich.
Make sure, Lou, text me those 2 books. Text me the name of those 2 books when we get off of this live.
Yeah, I got it right here.
I definitely want to get those books, man.
Yep.
I want to listen to them. Audio books. I'm not even gonna lie to you and tell you I'm gonna read, but
a lot of people.
I'll listen.
Yeah, a lot of people don't have time. Like me, at that time, I was working at the power plant. I was doing this, doing that. There's no way I had time to actually sit down and read. So that's how I started, by just listening to the audio books.
Yeah, I'll listen.
Yeah.
But we'll victim our
I'll put it in the chat.
situation, man. We didn't have anybody around us reading books.
Yeah, we see it.
We got knowledge.
Got it. We see it.
Oh, you put it in there. Okay.
Yeah, it's in the chat right now, Russ.
Perfect. Thank you.
But I wrote them down anyway. I mean, I wrote the other one down.
Okay.
The Science of Getting Rich.
Perfect.
Yeah, but what I was saying earlier about the entertainment as far as sports is concerned.
Yeah.
The people that suffer the most are our children, our boys, especially our boys.
Yes.
Because they get caught up in trying to make the pros.
Mm-hmm.
And for each one that makes a pros, there's 400,000 or 500,000 that don't make it.
Yes.
And then they get stuck.
They get stuck because they didn't. Oh, now that's facts. They don't use their time. They don't get to use their time to learn a trade to be able to take care of themselves later in life. They don't waste all their energy, all their time in a sport that's not guaranteed at all. Matter of fact, that's fucking very, very low percent chance that they even gonna make it.
Yep.
So check this out. So what do y'all say? What do y'all say about the people that go to college and do the same thing?
What do you mean?
Like,
listen.
Okay, if you're not going to school for, like, all right, let's be like engineering or a doctor, something like that. I'm talking about some of these basic degrees. How many? There's probably 15% of the people that are actually working in the field that they went to school for 4 years.
Correct. You're actually correct.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Lou gonna definitely.
Let me tell you something about the school system. The school system is designed for 4 things, right? It's designed to make you a laborer.
Yep.
A consumer.
Yep.
Divide people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's designed just like the prison system.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree.
So, the more educated a doctorate degree, that means you indoctrinated more, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just because you have a degree don't make you smart. It just make you programmed.
Yeah.
You're highly programmed, right? I know every billionaire never went to college, never completed college. There's multi-millionaires that never went to college.
Most of them.
Most of them. There is no job that pretty much that's going to make you rich.
Because you're working for somebody. You're going to make them rich.
You make them rich. I had a restaurant in North Carolina for 20 years.
Okay.
Right? I left after 6 years. I had to leave to come back to New York to raise my daughters, right?
Yeah.
The town was called Ahoskie. It's on the East Coast. It's an hour from Virginia Beach. On 13, right?
Yeah, on the 13, I got that. Yeah.
So the town was really a black man. He had third grade education. He owned 40% of the town.
Okay.
He owned 40% of the town.
Wow.
He had third grade education, multi-millionaire. He left his family filthy rich. 2 daughters. I dated one of his daughters. He left his family filthy rich. He only had third grade education, bro.
Wow. That's crazy. You said you dated his daughter?
Yeah, he died. He passed away before I came.
Okay.
But he owned the beach. He owned like a whole beach. He ran the chitlin circuit in that area. Chitlin circuit. You know what chitlin circuit is?
Yeah, I heard of that.
The black actors, the black players, musicians, they couldn't play every place. They had to go in certain towns to play. He ran jukeboxes. He owned jukeboxes. He put jukeboxes all over North Carolina.
Okay.
And he was making money off the jukeboxes.
Very smart man.
He started with he was doing the projections. The TV, they had you got to put a quarter in, a nickel in, and run it, and you could see a movie, a show. He had them running around.
Wow.
Third grade education, multi-millionaire. He left his family.
Third grade education.
Third grade education. When I see stuff like that, I'm like, what the fuck I'm going to college for? I went to college. I got a college degree.
Yeah,
I went for architecture, but I used it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I used it. But as far as 90%, 85% of people who go to college, they don't even use their degree. And not only that, they have student loans for $100,000, $200,000 that they can never pay off. You can never pay off those student loans, right?
Yeah.
So not only you owe money, but you're stupid. It's a double whammy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a double whammy.
It's double whammy. So that's why when you told me your son don't want to go to college, I said, no, don't let him go to college. Don't put him in college. Let him do what he's gonna do. He's successful now, right?
Yeah.
He's very successful. See, I don't recommend college unless you're going for a trade. Right now, trades are dying, man. I can go outside right now and make $300 an hour.
Yeah.
Because nobody want to work.
You can.
Yo, the thing is, I think when people do that, man, the smart thing to do, if you're making money like that, especially if you're making money, man, start investing in yourself and start, thinking of, if you're working, but you have a goal like, hey, I'm making money because I want to do this. I want to start my own this, that, whatever. That's another thing. I think a lot of us wasted a lot of time working. We were working to pay bills. I need enough money to pay off my house, to pay my car, to go out on the weekends and shit like that.
Yeah, we work for the weekend.
Yeah.
That's the shit right there.
Yep.
Listen,
we buy
Fred, right?
We can afford.
Yeah.
You Fred, right?
Yeah.
Did I do your house? Did I do work in your house?
No.
That's a different Fred?
He never lived in New York.
That's a different Fred. Remember I did work for Fred in Brooklyn?
Brooklyn.
Yeah, your boy named Fred. You put me onto him.
I did?
Yeah. I think it's your cousin or something lives in Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn.
I did his bathroom. I did his kitchen. Anyway, check this out. This is the next level shit, right? The next level shit. Y'all ready for it?
Yeah, let's go.
There is no money. There is no money. Money's an illusion. Money is created to make people poor, right? I need for nothing. You know why? Because you can manifest everything with your mind.
So would you say that everything is energy?
Exactly.
That's what I learned. I learned that from
in vibration and frequency. Right?
Yeah. That's one of the things I picked up later in life too. That you told me back years ago.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
There was days I'm sitting around. I don't know I'm gonna get something to eat. Right? I know I'm gonna eat. I get a call from Russ. I get a call from D Ruff. I get a call from B Dog. I get a call from KB after a while. I'm eating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's because I always had that mindset.
You have
I just cars I wanted. I said I want this car. I come around the block with this car. Niggas like, yo, how the fuck you get that?
yo, man. People don't believe that you can manifest anything
Yeah.
you want.
A lot of
You
people don't
gotta
believe
have the right mindset, the right mind frame, but you can. Manifesting is fucking real. But you can't manifest shit when you always thinking about the situation that you're in. You always thinking about the shit that's around you.
Nah.
You always thinking about the negative shit. That's all you're gonna attract. That's the only thing you're attracting.
It's about faith, not about sight. It's
Yeah.
about faith, not about sight.
I don't even like people around me talking about negative shit.
Nah, I don't.
I don't, man.
That's why I stick to move. That's why
Yeah.
I stick to move. I don't
Yo, if I'm talking to you and you talking about how bad your life is or how bad this and how bad that, first I warn you. I said, listen, man, bring that conversation up a little bit. And if they don't understand where I'm coming from after I say that, then I'm gone. I'm going, you know what I mean?
Because I don't know why people want to talk about it so much, yo.
They're programmed. They're programmed.
Yeah, exactly. They think that
programmed.
talking about the negative shit or talking about
They're
how
programmed.
bad shit
That's
is,
programmed.
somebody's coming to save them
Yes.
or whatever. But that shit ain't happening, man.
That
Flip,
shit-
Nobody
flip that
says
shit.
man.
Whenever I hear it, all I always say to myself, I'm like, you know what? The shit you complaining about ain't never gonna stop until you stop talking about it.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You gotta change your mindset.
You gotta change your mindset.
You gotta stop thinking negative and think positive.
Yeah, because God always doing something good for you. Talk about the things that He's doing good for you.
Let me
And
tell you
that's
what
gonna bring more good things to you.
Yes.
you can have the average motherfucker can have 9 things that's going good for them and have one thing that's going bad. What you think they're gonna focus on?
The shit that's going bad.
The one fucking bad thing. Now you flip that around, you can have someone with a positive attitude, a positive energy can have 9 things going wrong. He's got one thing going good and he start focusing just on that one good thing. Everything else starts to change after that, man. It's a fucking
the greatest thing in the world. The greatest thing in the world. Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. But it's up to you to learn to know what was that shit right there here to teach me. What was I supposed to learn from that?
Exactly.
And the people don't take the time to see that. They just be like, oh, this motherfucker did this guy did this woman did this, that, whatever. No, take the time. All right, this shit happened. What was I supposed to learn from this? And you take that shit, you learn it, and you fucking, that's how you keep leveling up, man. By doing shit like that.
Guys, I'm so sorry. We got to cut it a little short because, we're going to have to bring Lou back on here. Because, there's never too much knowledge.
Fuck you, pay me.
Listen, there's never too much knowledge, man. But listen, I want to wrap this up with a man cave moment. I got this new thing I do now called man cave moment. Lou,
that's some new shit.
We're going to ask you a few questions and you just got to give me, right? Just give me which one you prefer out of the two that ask you.
I was only fuck with you and pay me, man.
Of course. I know love is always there, Lou. I know that. Man cave moment, all right? We're going to have a man cave moment. Range Rover or G-Wagon?
Those are only two?
Yeah.
He waiting for more.
Damn, I don't like none of them.
None of them?
Nah.
Okay. One big bag or multiple income streams?
Multiple income streams.
Okay.
Yeah, he already said that during the show.
Okay. Cologne or natural scent?
Cologne.
Okay.
Good
Hip-hop
life.
or R&B?
Good life.
Hip-hop or R&B?
R&B.
Steak or seafood?
Neither one.
Damn.
I'm plant-based. I don't eat plant-based.
Okay. All right.
I'm a gorilla.
I know you don't watch a lot of sports, but I'm still going to throw this one at you.
Yeah.
Atlanta Falcons or Tennessee Titans?
God damn.
Falcons,
Neither
Falcons.
one. They all suck.
Falcons, I take Falcons, man. Atlanta.
Okay. And this is the last one. We're going to end it with one more. Loyalty or respect?
Respect.
Respect. My brother. I knew he was going to say that.
Yeah, respect.
Listen, Lou. Listen, man. It was a pleasure having you on, man. For real.
Anytime, bro.
For real. I spoke with your brother.
Which one?
And he cracked a joke. He's like, when you going to have me on the show? And I laugh. I like, you welcome anytime. I said, but if I could get my hands on your brother, I'd like to get him on the show. And he was like, okay, I'll tell him.
Did he come on?
Nah, he didn't come on. He didn't come on yet.
No, did they watch?
I don't know. No, yeah. He was watching. That's how he knew about it.
No,
so he was just.
He watched tonight.
Oh, I don't know. If he watched it tonight.
Mm-hmm.
But I do know that he was just cracking a joke. He's like, yo, when you gonna have me on the show?
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, okay. I said, anytime, man. I said, but if I can get your brother on there, now that's a show right there, because you already know he's ready for the camera.
Yeah, I've been waiting on you, bro.
Oh, man, that's what's up, man.
I was ready.
Listen, you know I was coming.
Yeah, I hope you didn't lose the audience over me.
Listen, we ain't worried about them. That's the last one we worried about.
It's called consonant dissonance. Consonant dissonance, right? Consonant dissonance is a disease, right? The disease is when someone has been programmed and indoctrinated. When you present them with the truth, they defend the lie.
Yeah.
Right? So what happens is they get they get hot-wired. Like, they spaz out because you told them something that goes contrary to what they believe, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The word believe itself means to take somebody's opinion without facts or evidence. That's to believe, right?
Wow.
To know you have facts and evidence, right?
Yeah.
You can't do you can't do both at the same time. You can't believe, you can't know together. Right? Either you believe and you take it to somebody at face value, right? Or you know because you did your research and you found out it's true or it's false, right? With today's technology and information, it's easy to know the difference between truth and false, right? So what happens is ignorance, there's nothing wrong with being ignorant. That means you don't know, but right? But if I tell you, and I tell you the truth, and you decide to not go with the truth, you're stupid. That's simple.
Facts. You're right.
Yo, a belief is just a thought that someone keeps thinking over and over, and they believe it. No matter whether or not it's right or it's wrong. They fucking keep thinking that shit, and they believe it.
They believe it, yeah. I don't believe nothing. Yeah. I don't believe half the things I see, and I don't believe nothing I hear. You see what I'm saying?
With this AI shit, man. With this AI shit right now, that's when I start to realize you can't even believe shit you see.
Yeah, nothing. I don't believe nothing, bro.
I agree.
If I'm not able to say, don't have facts and evidence that is true, I'm not messing with it.
Yeah. I get that.
Yo, how you doing with the alcohol? You still not drinking?
No. Look, that's a whole nother discussion.
Hey, right man, there, that was the setup. He saw you drink. He saw you. He's like, yo, how you doing?
You think I don't know? You think I don't know Lewis Nelson? I met. Look,
Malik. It's okay. It's okay.
Listen, Lou. I know.
It's okay.
Listen, Lou. We're gonna bring you back.
Yeah, we definitely got to do that, man. This was a good one.
You already know this is going on YouTube, so this is going on YouTube, and also you probably gonna see little clips on our TikTok and our Instagram page. You're gonna see a lot of clips.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, man. And it's also gonna be we'll have the link on it to where you can see the whole video on YouTube. But Lou, we're gonna close it out, man. Nice.